Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Reviewer Roundtable discussion. In alphabetical order, we have Cody.
Hey, 3 people?
We have... Hang on, I gotta figure out my alphabet. We have Ryan.
Yeah, hello.
We have Seth.
Hey, everybody.
We have Victor.
Hello.
And of course, since G comes after V, we have me, Greg. So this is just kind of a open discussion kind of thing. We're kind of testing this kind of discussion format out to see if this works, and if it does work, we'll probably start up a regular kind of podcast.
And if not, we're just wasting your time.
That's right. Hey, you're on YouTube. You're here to waste your time anyway. So.
Exactly.
So we thought we would start by talking about the roundtable itself. We haven't. It kind of just popped into existence, pretty without any warning to you guys, and we're sorry for that. So.
Well, the concept is kind of technically stolen because I kind of was for the record, I was the guy who came up with the roundtable, and I was inspired by this. These series of movie review blogs called the B Movie Cable, and every couple of months they do they pick a theme, and all these individual blogs review a film on that theme. Like, oh, that's a cool idea. I don't see anybody doing that on YouTube, so I proposed it to all you guys, and it seems to have worked out well so far.
Yeah, the original group, of course, didn't include Ryan, but that's all right. We accept him in.
Yes.
Yeah, we basically worked to get organized and figure out what was what. I ended up choosing the first theme, that being Mars or Bust.
Right.
And then it was... I can't even remember which order it came in.
I think it was me with giant worm monsters.
Yeah.
Right.
Giant worm monsters, then there's Pleasant Surprise.
Yep.
Which is when Ryan came in.
And then I chose the theme, Alternate History, for last month.
That's right. And this month we've got, Famous First?
Forgotten First.
Forgotten First, yeah.
Right choice.
Not
Yeah.
the exact opposite of Famous First. So, and I've seen some of these selections everyone's chosen. None of the reviews are up yet, but I think it should be a pretty good month.
Yeah, and I should mention, by the way, that Ryan managed. We decided, we proposed who should we bring into this, and we brought Ryan in towards like a couple days before the end of the month for Pleasant Surprises, and he managed to do what I consider a more insightful review than my own, which I had worked on for a couple weeks, in like 2 days, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Well, you just managed to catch me at a time. Vampire Diaries, and what makes it better than Twilight?
Yeah, I
fit perfectly.
This Ryan's already kind of a workhorse. He gets these. If you haven't visited his YouTube channel, yeah, you should. He's got these really quickly updated lost episode guides. They're all really great. And Ryan, you also contribute to the Agony booth. Is that right?
Yeah. I did articles for years, and now I do this series called Saturday Morning.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday Morning Glory, by the way, if that didn't catch
that didn't catch. He broke out there, but yeah, Saturday Morning Glory. So, and you've been on television. You were in a a Breaking Bad commercial, as I understand it. So yeah. So
I said in 2 minutes of stuff. That's all they used. But it's nice.
That still makes you like 800 times more famous than the rest of us. So
I feel like that woman that cried at the Wally commercial.
I was on the television news for like 5 seconds. Does that count? I ended up volunteering to do those title cards, and they're the ones that describe the theme. And at first it was just like, oh, I'll do something simple, and then people started bringing abstract concepts into the mix, and I'm like, well, how do I represent a pleasant surprise? Yeah, pleasant surprise.
Oh, Victor, you have performed adamantly through all this. The graphics are all great.
Well, thanks.
And you guys who are watching our videos, Victor tends to do more than one version of things. Like for alternate history, he did this excellent image of Einstein beating Robo-Hitler in the presidential elections. So, was it Robo-Hitler?
Once I came up,
Something like
forgotten
that.
first. Like I posted it, and then I immediately just I'm giving this guy an impossible assignment, but it worked out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I actually am choosing once again next month's theme, or September's theme, whatever that happens to be. And I gave myself an assignment that I can't do, the friggin' graphic. I'm like, how do you represent this? And I'm not going to mention it because it'll be a surprise for next month, but I guess you'll figure out why I'm so stressed next month.
That's why I chose an actual physical thing, like a giant worm monster. All you need is a giant worm monster, and the words giant worm monster. So
Thank you
you're
for that.
welcome.
I still managed to do two because I wanted to. I had one card that was meant to sort of look like a B movie, title card type thing. But I think the one we chose was the better choice.
Now I got to come up with all new kind of challenging concepts for Victor to visualize.
Four-dimensional movies and
This theme, the feeling of loneliness you get after breaking up with someone after the first month. Do it!
Actually,
invisible monsters. Anyway,
actually, a 4D movie actually wouldn't be that hard to visualize. You could
Is
just draw a title card displaying a 3D movie, suggesting 3D with, the right curves and the red and green lights, and then somehow draw an illustration of the passage of time. That's a 4D movie.
I guess technically every movie is in 4. Well, every movie is in 4D. Does that make sense? It passes through time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that upcoming Spy Kids movie advertised as being in 4D?
Didn't they
Also
already
got
do that?
In smell-o-vision. That's just what I've heard, though. That's just a rumor I've heard. It could be completely wrong.
It's about time they bring stuff like that back.
Is that still Robert Rodriguez?
No, I think it's a whole new adult cast in the new Spy Kids. It's got like it's being advertised as like Spy Kids 4 with Jessica Alba and
Well, you can't.
I'm sorry. If you meant directing it, yeah, Robert Rodriguez is directing it.
Ah.
Yeah,
Were you thinking Antonio Banderas?
Some reason I was.
That's what I was thinking at first too. Oh, we're terrible people, I think.
No, Robert Rodriguez. It's that guy who hangs out with Quentin Tarantino. No.
Quantum Tarantino from the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
You can't get much lower than Stallone as a guy with multiple personalities. So,
No.
Oh, where's that?
third movie.
Yeah, that was the third one.
Oh,
I don't know why I know that, but yeah, that's the third one. Yes, Spy Kids 4, starring Jessica Alba, Joel McHale, and some children.
Joel McHale always brings things up.
Oh yeah. I still have to. I still need to. My television viewing habits is basically wait till a show is like 3 years old and then watch the DVDs.
Right.
So I only just watched the first season of Community, and I need to wait for the second one to come out on DVD.
A lot of people sound snooty when they say this, but I've given up on television. There's nothing I possibly want to see on there that I can't just get to on DVD. I can find weather information faster online. There's basically nothing.
I was actually watching Game of Thrones every week, but then Comcast told me to stop watching it the way I was watching it. I'm a naughty little pirate.
So I watch Doctor Who still.
Yeah.
They haven't caught on.
Exactly. BBC don't mind if I steal their stuff.
Steal it with your eyes.
Yes.
Here's something I thought I should bring up. The theme one of us chooses for each month will last for that whole month. But I often find that, during the holidays, I have, a lot of leisure time, and therefore, really all the time I could ever need to complete, a Roundtable review or any other review. But I have less time during, university months. I still usually get the reviews done. I think I wrote, recorded, and edited my Watchmen review in, I think, about 2 days toward the very end of the month. But I'm just wondering, have the four of you found it, have you
had trouble getting the deadline?
Manage time well and get the reviews done quickly?
Well, I was incredibly late with my Giant Worm movie review.
That's true. But that's okay.
For the most part, when it comes to like a film review, it does, it takes as long as the film is to watch it, and
that one took a while to watch. I know exactly what you mean though. With certain movies, even if it's not, it may not even be bad for me, but if it doesn't catch my interest, it can be hard to watch it.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I was the first guy to review a book for this, because the Roundtable is not specifically about movies, even though 90% of the stuff we've reviewed are movies. It's basically whatever fits within that theme. So if we went back to like Mars or Bust, it could have been a video game or a book, or you could have reviewed Mars.
Mars itself.
Mars itself. And at no point does anyone have to review a movie, even though that's kind of what we all do.
They're quick and easy.
Yeah.
Right. Like, Cody, I seem to remember, was having a little trouble early on thinking of a movie he wanted to do for that, and I was like, "Well, you're the game reviewer. Have you ever played Doom or something like that?" No end to the space marine type movies out there.
Mm-hmm.
There are video games out there. I mean, Oh, Red Faction. That's the other one I was trying to think of. Anyway. Another funny struggle, by the way, with trying to figure out all the group stuff for the themes is trying to think up music, because some of those are just how do you find music for one thing or another? I don't think I've chosen. Oh, I suggested that they might be Giants song. But that's it.
That's right.
Like with the alternate history one, I suggested the In a Mirror Darkly theme, and then I kind of held off on release. Like, I just wanted to see if anyone else had any suggestions, and no one official on.
I think that might be the only piece of music to ever relate to an alternate history. So